Welcome to the GreenTech Festival 2023. Welcome, changemakers. My name is Clemens Feigl. I'm your host for the next couple of days, and we are super excited to start the program today. And if you are not able to join us here directly in Berlin TXL, you can still join the channel, and we're going to show you many insights about the exhibition, about the driving experience area, and many more. So stay tuned, stay with us, and we have a packed program on hand. It is the 5th edition of the GreenTech Festival this year in Berlin, and I'm super excited to be here with the co-founder of the GreenTech Festival, Nico Rosberg, with me. Nico, so much has changed over the last couple of years, so much has developed. What is personally for you the biggest development of the last couple of years?
The biggest development, I would say, is the interests. I mean, over the years, from one year to the next, more and more people coming, more and more companies. I mean, we have almost close to 200 exhibitors this time and more than 100 speakers and 15,000 participants. It's really growing into such a global platform, which I'm really proud of.
You're mentioning the platform. How important is it to you that we don't fight on a personal level for climate change, but instead building real platforms and networks to change something?
This is what the GreenTech Festival stands for. It's really an event for collaborating, for creating partnerships, for creating deals, because that's what it's about, to accelerate. You know, we can only achieve that together.
And what's your personal highlight this year?
So my personal highlight might be Johan Rockström on stage with a keynote, bringing us really up to date with the latest discoveries in science about climate change, because essentially we have to listen to the science, you know, and it's important for all of us to understand it, because that will be a big motivating factor. So that's going to be a personal highlight. But apart from that, then there might be also Vanessa Mai, who's coming, or Habeck. The politics are going to be represented so strongly this year here at the GreenTech Festival in Berlin, and we know how important politicians are for this transformation. So we're really welcoming them with open arms.
Why is that so important for you?
Because unfortunately, it's the government that has so much power, and they need to be a catalyst for this change. And once the change starts to accelerate, it can then be organic. But we need their support in the beginning to create business models, also to convince society. They play such an important role. And they can do a little bit better there. I mean, if we recently look at the heat pump discussion, it's really communication which was weak. Taking everybody along in this journey, explaining everything well, that's where they can still make progress. And that's why we're giving them a platform like the GreenTech Festival to be able to explain things better and express themselves.
Beside the GreenTech Festival, you have so many projects going on. What's the next big thing for you personally?
Well, first of all, the GreenTech Festival itself. I mean, we are global now with our event series. So next up is LA, then comes Singapore for the second time. And it's been a great success because the interest also globally has been huge. In Singapore alone, we had straight away more than 1,000 people last year. The greatest pop star in Singapore joined us with a keynote, and opening the festival was JJ Lin. So it's really awesome, and it's always giving us very proud moments. And perhaps just recently also Jane Goodall, one of the environmentalist legends of our time, you know, being on our event, receiving the award. We were all crying, you know, and those are the moments that we're all pushing for. It's very powerful.
Super exciting development of the GreenTech Festival over the last couple of years. Thank you very much for joining me today, and we're looking forward to a great festival. Thanks, Nico.
Thank you very much. No, I'm really happy because there was no sustainability event back 4 or 5 years ago, and especially none with that focus on innovation and tech. So we saw this huge opportunity, and it's amazing the journey we've been on now 4 or 5 years, and where we are today. So it's been incredible.
It's growing day by day. That's great. I'm here with one of the masterminds behind the GreenTech Festival. It is Dale Rickert, Global Head of Product, GreenTech Festival. Thanks a lot for joining me today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks so much.
So, Dale, you are responsible for the conference program, for networking, for new formats. So, busy times for you these days, right?
Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot on. We have this kind of a sleep calendar. We sleep through the winter almost like a bear, and then in the summer the events are on, and we're full power ahead. That's true.
Before we start talking about the present, let's talk about the past. How did the GreenTech Festival evolve over the last couple of years?
Yeah, look, that's an interesting question. When I first started at the festival, I do notice the difference in terms of when I have conversations. You know, if I try to reach out to someone in the past, a lot of the time you'd need to explain, what is the festival? Where do we come from? What's our background? But often now I get into the first call and they say, GreenTech Festival. Yeah, fantastic. Let's talk. And it's, I guess, a different awareness as the festival's been around for longer and as we've kind of also started to spread out internationally.
And you are known as an agnostic platform. How do you choose the speakers and the program itself in that direction?
Yeah. Well, in terms of being an agnostic platform, what that means for us is we want to allow a proper debate and dialogue to take place on stage. So we're not afraid of any topics. We're willing to put people from any point in their evolution as a company towards sustainability, as well as the people who cry out right now and say, we need to be quicker, we're not doing this well enough. People like Letzte Generation. You will know the last session that we have on Friday, we'll have a representative from Letzte Generation where that debate will really be taken from the streets and put on the stage as well.
That's going to be really interesting, seeing the big corporates like Audi, a founding partner, and then the Letzte Generation, right?
Exactly, and that's the kind of spread that we want to have. We want to be able to allow people to have the discussion, because I believe if you create that environment where people can talk, that everyone grows from it, that everyone can begin to move forward. They get a broader perspective, and that's what we need to get to so that we can have, ideally, a global movement around sustainability.
Mm-hmm. And what are your personal highlights of the GreenTech Festival 2023?
Yeah. For me, there's a couple of things. Of course, everyone knows right now AI is a hot topic, and it's really exciting for me. We have a session which is called Will AI Save Us? And it's talking about, many people are saying now we can use AI to overcome many of those sustainability problems. So there'll be a great discussion there. We've got AI experts. We've got the Minister for Education and Research, Stark Watzinger, as well, to take part in that session. So I think it'll be very interesting.
So you have really high-level speakers, international speakers. Is there somebody you want to invite in the future? Maybe a special guest for you?
My dream list. This is the funny thing. I have a list of people that I approach every year that I'd love to have on board. Of course, amongst them are people like Bill Gates,
sure,
who's got a background and also he's heavily involved in technology and technology investment. Elon Musk has been one of the people on my list for many years. He's dropped down a little bit, I have to say, in the last few years, but it's something that's still, you want to have the people who really capture global attention as well. And my hope is, and my feeling is, in the next few years, I feel like we're getting the momentum, we're getting in the right direction. And the program this year is even stronger than it was last year. And as we've gone international, I'm now bringing speakers back from overseas, from our events in New York, in London, in Singapore, and that's enriching that entire experience as well.
You're talking about the momentum. When I talk to people at the GreenTech Festival, they always talk about communication, about networking, that this is so important for a greener, more sustainable future. What are your thoughts about that?
Yep, I agree completely. I think that one of the challenges is we are faced with a fundamental change in the way that we're living our lives, and to overcome the challenges, the let's do business as usual approach, which is what happens too often. We need to really look at how we live, and if we do it alone, we feel alone, and that's the problem. I think often when people are first faced with the challenge, if you're a small business, even if you're a big corporate, and you have the realization, okay, we've got to make a lot of major changes to the way we use energy, to the way we approach our supply chain, to the relationship we have with our suppliers, or the relationship we have with our customers. And for that to take place, we need to band together. And that's why I really love this as well. It's really short, really simple, but our motto is together we change. But I believe there's something behind that. So I feel like the events sector itself has an incredible potential to really solidify people and allow them to get that inspiration, almost like kind of a flash of light that makes you know, okay, there's Leuchtturm in German, right? That knows I'm heading in the right direction. I just have to keep going. And the next year or the next event, you can work out what's the next bearing? Where do I need to go to reach that next level? That's my hope.
Thank you very much. We have to keep going in terms of a greener future and together. Thanks a lot, Dave, for coming.
Yeah, thanks. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Good morning, Berlin. Okay, top of the morning. Guten Morgen. Buongiorno, top of the morning. Good morning, everybody. And welcome to the GreenTech Festival Conference 2023. My name is Gilort, and I have the absolute pleasure to be your host for the next 2 days. So I hope you like me. Otherwise, you're stuck with me for 2 days, it is great to be here. You know, for me personally, it's the first time that I'm on the main stage. And last year I was at the solution stage. And that's why I realized there's some faces that I recognize, but there's also new faces in the house. So I wanted to first check who's here for the first time. Just give me some hands. All right. Okay. I have to tell you how we do things around here, okay? Now listen. For the people that's here, you know, we need energy. The people on stage, they're gonna need energy. You know, every time, everybody that comes out, I want you to put your hands together and give them some love, okay? Can you do that? Wow, that's, I didn't even have to ask twice, you know? But, okay, I think before we dive into the whole program today, it is important for us to hear from the great people that made this possible, don't you think? I think it's only right that we bring them out. So listen, I know they're busy right now. I can imagine there's a lot going on, but I need your help to bring them out. So when I say, you know, it is my pleasure to welcome the conference manager from the GreenTech Festival, Shelina Perez, and also their CEO, Max Vessler. Please receive them with a big round of applause. Hello, sir. How you doing? Okay, so yes. First of all, I would like to start with you. You know, personally, thanks to you, I also happen to be here. So I want to know for you, how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm really, really excited. We've got an amazing program planned, so I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Okay, and for you, Max?
I'm feeling amazing. I mean, it's incredible to see everyone here. And good morning, everyone. And yeah, welcome.
Okay. So I'm curious, you know, being in the CEO position, what is it like driving the ship?
Well, for me, I'm the one who is honored to have such an amazing team and being proud of all our partners here, especially our presenting partner, Vodafone Business, all the incredible speakers we're going to see today and tomorrow, and even proud of you, Gillard, I have to say.
Right. Okay.
But as you all, when you're coming in, you've seen we have one big motto, which is Together We Change. So I want to do a little morning action with all of you. So everyone, please get up now. Stand up.
Top of the morning. Get that blood flowing, you know.
Perfect. And now just a little intro to all the people around you, a little networking session. Just welcome everyone, say who you are, what you're doing, which industry, and introduce yourself, especially to those people you haven't met before. So happy networking.
Hey, relax. We got the whole day for that. People, listen, there's 2 days. Hello, hey, just so you know, there's 2 days for you to network. Don't worry about that, you know. Before I let them go, I need to know, Shelina, what was the process like?
Yeah, I mean, it was really overwhelming, to be honest. I mean,
now I need them to sit back down.
No,
hey, he lied. Yeah, you can do this in the next few hours. Don't worry about it. I need you to sit back down. Settle down, people. You know? Yeah, he's trying to get you worked out. You know, relax. See, they're already networking. Sir, no, behind you. Sir, I need you to, thank you. Yes. See, people are networking. What did you start, man?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sir in the back now. But yeah, really, Shelina, now that our people are back sitting down, what was the process like? I'm curious.
Yeah, it was really overwhelming at some times, but you know, for a project like this, we start the preparations 9 months in advance, and so, you know, little by little, all these conversations happen and all these long-hour meetings, and then we have this vision and a dream of how we want our program to look like at the end, and so before you know it, you're standing on stage, and you know, it's kind of reality, so it's a really incredible feeling.
It's great to see that it came to fruition. Now, before I let you go, I just want to know, you know, I mean, you already got the people networking during my opening ceremony and stuff, but what are you most excited about, actually?
Wow, that's a tough one. And yeah, to be honest, so many people asked me the question already, and there's no one single thing I would like to pick now, because we have so many incredible things. I mean, on the main stage today, in the deep dive, on the solution stage, everywhere, the boot camps tomorrow, all our exhibitors, it's amazing. And I mean, there's maybe one thing, having a motorsport background.
Right.
The driving experience, test all the different cars, it's incredible, so you have to do this. And also a little bit the closing panel today with Mate Remark and Nico on stage. And of course, the after party at 5 outside at the Radio Energy Station.
All right. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much, Max. Thank you very much, Helena. We'll see each other in the back, you know. Wow. That wasn't rehearsed. I didn't know why he did that for, you know. How do I get the people back to sit down? That's a hard task, you know. But listen, are you guys excited? I just want to know. Just say yes if you are. Okay, there's pretty incredible people in the back waiting for you, you know. And I need to measure, you know, that's my job. I need to check how the room is feeling. So I just want to say some names, and I want you to make some noise if you're excited to hear them talk, okay? So if I say, you know, we're going to have the Chief Sustainability Officer from Google, Kate Brandt. Who's here for Kate? Okay, okay. Now, but what about Professor Johan Hochström? Okay, you got some fans here, sir. Okay, now what about the Managing Director for Vodafone Business Germany, Alexander Sau? I see some claps, I like that, sir. Now, this person, you know, he was, you know how you doing, sir, yeah? Now, listen, this next person I just want to know as well, he gave me this pin, and he told me he only had 2, and he gave me 1. So I want to know, our very own, who's here for Nico Rosberg? Okay, so let me start with you, Alexander. How are you doing, first of all?
I'm absolutely fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't have breakfast this morning, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's coming in a bit. You
Yeah.
can have lunch,
Yeah.
fasting, you know? This is what, your second year since Vodafone Business has chosen to come on board as a global founding partner for GreenTech Festival. What is it about this event that makes you want to keep coming back?
Well, you know, the point is a little bit that our industry has a big contribution to net zero, carbon, CO2 net zero in the world. But the problem is a little bit that our customers, the B2B customers, they don't know what we can contribute to them. So this is an opportunity to bring these two worlds together and to work and have interactions and to connect and to talk and to just innovate. That's it.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great way to summarize it, too.
Yeah.
Now, you know, he came on stage, but I want to make sure they receive the proper applause. So please officially receive Alexander Saul and Nico Rosberg. You know, he popped on stage like, I'm here. Now,
sorry, I was a bit fashionably late there, huh? But I apologize.
Yeah.
But it's great to be here. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, it's great to have you. That's why, you know, this is what, your 5th year since founding this festival. What kind of journey has it been for you since first starting this journey with Marco and Sven?
Yeah, so it's all 5 years ago now, and we were at the Formula E race here in the Tempelhof in Berlin, and we said, hey, there's nothing going around this race, and there's no sustainability event in Europe. Why don't we do it ourselves? Why don't we make a gala awards night, which we had last night, which was very special, conference, exhibition, music, everything. Why don't we put it together? And then we said, yeah, hey, this sounds great, let's do it. And thanks to you, here we are today, you know, 5 years later, coming together across these 2 days. And I hope to have a lot of impact together. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And I also want a special shout out to BCG, who's really our knowledge partner as well, and who are really like making sure about the quality of the startups that we were presenting yesterday, the winners yesterday in the award night. So a quick shout out to them as well, and thank you for the partnership.
Okay, shout out, where's our camera? Please give them some love.
And at this point, I want to welcome everybody watching remotely as well, from wherever you are in the world.
Yes. Okay, so now this year, you know, the theme is Mission to Net Zero. Before I get to you, I want to know from Nico, what is the intention behind this?
Yeah, so I mean, as we all know, it's the Paris Climate Agreement, Mission to Net Zero by 2050. I can just tell you the other day, 2 weeks ago, I jumped in my car, my electric Audi e-tron, by the way, in Monaco.
Right.
I started driving. My destination was the Formula One race in Imola, because I still do some TV work there. As I'm driving on the motorway, I get a phone call, hey, Nico, the whole region is flooded, underwater. People are losing their homes, unfortunately, even their lives. The whole race canceled, you can go back home. Crazy. I mean, in which world are we living nowadays? You know, that even in the heart of Europe, we're having all these extreme climate moments. And the scientists are all united in saying that it's highly likely that this is coming from climate change. We're going to hear from one of the world's leading scientists just afterwards, just here on this stage. We're very proud to welcome Johan Rockström very, very soon, who's going to be giving us the latest insights as well. So I hope that's all going to be a valuable moment for all of us.
That's right. Thank you very much. Now, Alexander, what does this mean for Vodafone? What does Mission to Net Zero mean for Vodafone?
Well, that has different angles. So
Right.
first of all, it's you have to see at Vodafone worldwide. We are a worldwide company, and our aim is to become CO2 neutral with our energy consumption by the year 2030, actually. For Germany, just here for Germany, our aim is to become CO2 neutral in 2025.
Okay.
So that's not so far away.
Yeah, that's
yet.
very soon.
That's very soon,
Yes.
actually. And the most interesting point in that is actually, nobody knows that, I have to say, that since 2020, so already 3 years, we are using green energy for our base stations and antennas and everything.
Right.
So that's all green already in that sense.
They didn't know that.
No.
Now you know. Okay? Okay. Then before I let you go, what are you looking forward most to with this event?
Oh, well, I mean, that's, I said it a little bit already. So it's about interaction, it's about innovation, it's about having all these talks and chats and exchange of contact data with all the people which are here, actually. And I mean, I want to make one more point. It's very important. I mean, it's good that we as Vodafone are thinking to become CO2 neutral. Huh? Okay, fine. I'd say tick in the box. But the main impact of our industry is the use of our products and services in the industries of our customers. So if I talk about IoT, if I talk about narrowband IoT, for example, which is a technology which is very efficient in that sense, and that is used for optimization of logistic chains and all these kind of stuff. Deutsche Bahn, we had them yesterday here, big customer of myself.
Right.
So this is the real impact of the CO2 neutral mission of Vodafone and our industry in general.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, Nico.
I have a final note, don't I?
Right.
So last year we asked 10 of the biggest company CEOs to do sustainability pledges here on stage.
That's right.
And I think 12 months later, the time has now come to check back in with them, a couple of them, and see what progress have they made, where are they at with those pledges. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Last year, BCG pledged to cut our emissions intensity in half by 2025. And I'm proud of the progress we have made. We have reduced our emissions by approximately 30% since 2018, while supporting high-quality carbon removal solutions, including nature-based projects and direct air capture and storage. At the same time, we continue to invest in our climate and sustainability work with our clients. What's your impact?
Last year, I pledged that Audi would be fully electric by 2033. And we are gearing up to meet this commitment. As a next step, Audi is about to launch its biggest ever product initiative, starting with the unveiling of the Q6 e-tron by the end of this year. In addition to the 8 Audi e-tron models that are already on the road, we will launch more than 10 new fully electric models by 2025. However, sustainable mobility goes beyond an electric drivetrain. That's why we have to set ourselves ambitious targets. By 2030, we want to reduce the carbon footprint of our fleet over its life cycle by 40% compared to 2018. In this way, Audi supports GreenTech Festival, Mission to Net Zero, and I wish you a fantastic 2 days at this event.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I love this accountability. You know, it's not just that it happened and we didn't bring it back. So you got the update. You know, it's not like we're just saying it. It's happening. So with that, without further ado, I would like to thank you for being here. You know, you're going to be involved in conversations. So crowd, you already know. Give us a big round of applause. And thank you very much for being here on stage this morning.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Mobilität ist einer der größten Treiber für Nachhaltigkeit. Das sehen wir auch hier auf dem GreenTech Festival, jede Menge Mobilitätslösungen. Und die große Frage ist natürlich, wie werden diese Lösungen geladen? Und ich habe eins der gefragtesten Startups jetzt hier neben mir, Alexander Sohl, CEO von Me Energy. Ihr bietet Ladeinfrastruktur. Sensationellen Job bisher gemacht. Was genau zeigt ihr auf dem GreenTech Festival?
Ja, wir zeigen unseren Rapid Charger. Das ist eine Ladestation, die komplett unabhängig ist vom Stromnetz. Das heißt auch ideal hierfür wie so ein altes Flugfeld. Da kann man ohne Infrastruktur Autos schnell laden oder auch Busse, LKWs, alles, was das Herz begehrt. Das Spannende dabei ist, die Ladestation bringt ihren Strom mit und erzeugt eben 100% Grünstrom vor Ort.
Es gibt super viele verschiedene Ladesysteme. Was macht den Rapid Charger so besonders?
Ja, zum einen ist es eben diese Stromerzeugung vor Ort. Was bedeutet das genau? Wir können enorme Energiemengen speichern. 4000 Kilowattstunden, um genau zu sein. Das ist ein halbes Mal um die Erde mit einem normalen Pkw. Und hier eben nicht nur 1, 2, 3 Fahrzeuge laden, sondern eben eine ganze Menge, 100 Stück oder eben 20 Busse, 30 Lkw und so weiter und so fort.
Und ihr habt bestimmte Einsatzmöglichkeiten, die du jetzt gerne auch noch beschreibst und dann beschreib auch gerne noch die in der Zukunft dazukommen können.
Ja, also wir sind vor allem gefragt bei Flotten aktuell, das heißt, große Logistiker stellen um, ob das jetzt im Pkw-Bereich ist oder eben im Lkw-Bereich und die brauchen Ladelösungen an Orten, an denen das Stromnetz nicht ausreicht. Dort können wir mit unserer Lösung eben Schnellladestrom hinliefern und so kann jeder Logistiker elektrisch Innenstädte oder auch die Langstrecke beliefern. Was in Zukunft noch kommt, ist zum Beispiel, wir machen jetzt gerade hier ein Pilotprojekt in Berlin, das Endhaltestellenladen von Bussen. Das heißt eben, dass ein Bus eine längere Tour fahren kann und an der Endhaltestelle die Fahrerin 20, 30 Minuten den Bus lädt. Und jetzt ganz besonders in der Kooperation mit der DB Bahnbaugruppe steht an, Baustellen zu elektrifizieren. Und zwar nachhaltig. Das heißt, der Dieselaggregat kommt endlich weg und wir können CO2-neutral vor Ort die Maschinen und die Fahrzeuge wieder laden.
Ihr habt 2018 gestartet, also zu einer Zeit, wo das Thema noch nicht so präsent war. Wie würdest du sagen, hat sich der Markt entwickelt und wie ist auch das Feedback zum Beispiel der Flottenanbieter, von denen du gerade gesprochen hast?
2018 wurde ich noch ausgelacht, als ich gesagt habe, ja, wir brauchen Schnellladelösungen. Heute fragt jeder danach. Das heißt, Elektrifizierung ist nicht mehr die Frage, ob sie kommt, sondern nur noch wann und wie schnell. Welche Fahrzeuge kann ich heute schon umstellen und was brauche ich in Zukunft alles umzustellen? Und das hat sich enorm verändert. Das heißt, wir haben zum ersten Mal ein Verständnis und auch eine krasse Nachfrage im Markt. Und das ist natürlich super spannend für uns. So können wir eben auch in mehrere verschiedene Branchen und Bereiche reingehen und nicht nur die Speerspitze abgreifen wie vor 1, 2 Jahren.
Mhm. Ihr nutzt Bioethanol. Wie wird das gewonnen?
Also Bioethanol wird aus Reststoffen gewonnen. Wir haben hier am Stand zum Beispiel Stroh, das ist ein Ausgangsmaterial. Das heißt, wir können eben hier über den Ausschluss von Zellulose können wir eben dann Ethanol, also einen Energieträger, erzeugen. Und was es auch spannend macht, die Station kann eben nicht nur mit Ethanol betrieben werden, sondern auch Methanol. Das heißt, wir können hier auch zum Beispiel Plastikabfälle oder Hausmüll einsetzen, der dann im nächsten Schritt umgewandelt wird in die Flüssigkeit, die dann in den Rapid Charger kommt und dann von dort in 100% Grünstrom umgewandelt.
Mhm. Du hast gerade schon den Wandel beschrieben von 2018 bis jetzt. In die Zukunft gesprochen, wo siehst du noch Bedarf, gerade auf dem deutschen Markt, der ja sich nicht durch Schnelligkeit auszeichnet?
Ich glaube, da bieten wir eben eine schöne Lösung. Wir müssen ja heute elektrifizieren, dass sich die Menschen trauen, Elektrofahrzeuge zu kaufen, egal ob Unternehmen oder Privatpersonen. Und hier haben wir ein spannendes Puzzlestück, wo wir sagen können, wir können heute schon Autobahnen, Parkplätze schnell mit Ladestrom versorgen, sodass ich keine Reichweitenangst mehr haben muss, also das tolle deutsche Wort, sondern ich kann eben guten Gewissens umsteigen und auch überall schnell laden. Und das ist eben, glaube ich, dieser Anstoß, da können wir viel leisten, da können wir eben unseren Beitrag dazu leisten, dass wir in Deutschland in 20 Jahren alle elektrisch fahren, hoffentlich ein bisschen früher.
Und was hast du für Erwartungen abschließend ans GreenTech Festival dieses Jahr?
Wir sind ja schon zum 2. Mal dabei und hatten letztes Jahr eben schon tolle andere Innovationen hier gesehen und wir freuen uns dieses Jahr natürlich besonders, einfach gemeinsam mit der DB Bahnbaugruppe hier ausstellen zu können und natürlich einfach neue Innovationen wie zum Beispiel auf dem Motorradmarkt, auch fahrzeugseitig hier erleben zu dürfen und natürlich auch spannende Gespräche mit potenziellen neuen Partnern zu führen.
Wir drücken euch die Daumen, Alex. Vielen Dank für deine Zeit und alles Gute fürs GreenTech Festival.
Vielen Dank.
Welcome to the GreenTech Festival driving experience area here in Berlin, and I'm super excited to showcase some of the best and fastest electric cars on the market together with our founding partner Audi, and of course I want to test them by myself, so let's go. So, dann schauen wir doch mal, was hier so geboten ist. Alex, vielen Dank, dass du uns mitnimmst. Alex ist Driving Instructor bei Audi.
Sehr gerne. Und dann schauen wir mal, was der SQ8 so im Gelände kann.
Genau.
Wir müssen jetzt da schon mal den Offroad-Modus aktivieren, also das Fahrwerk auf die maximale Höhe bringen.
Mhm. Offroad klingt immer gut.
Genau. Und das werdet ihr gleich sehen, das brauchen wir auch. So.
Wir fahren jetzt hier gerade auf der Driving Experience den Offroad-Parcours. Habe ich so auch noch nie gesehen. Vielleicht kannst du uns die Hindernisse mal beschreiben.
Als erstes haben wir hier eine Wippe. Da muss man mit Gefühl rauf. Wie ihr gleich seht, sieht man nur den Himmel. Wir orientieren uns an diesen Stangen.
Oh Gott.
Fahren mit Gefühl nach vorn. Bis die Wippe anfängt sich zu bewegen.
Alle angeschnallt.
Und los geht's. Auf die Bremse. Jawohl. Und wieder runter.
Okay, da sieht man schon, dass die Autos echt auch ganz schön an ihre Grenzen gehen in dem Parcours, oder? Guck mal das an. Was ist hier los?
Jetzt machen wir hier eine Schrägfahrt. Das ist das nicht so alltägliche, was auch ein Fahrer oder ein Auto macht.
Okay. Das ist wirklich spektakulär hier. Da musst du dich jetzt schon auch konzentrieren, oder?
Ja, da muss man schon alle Sinne beisammen haben, das macht Sinn. Und wieder runter.
Und das, was wir gerade machen, dürfen die Besucherinnen auch selbst erleben.
Genau, die Besucherinnen dürfen dann auch selbst fahren. Wir sitzen daneben und instruieren sie. Das nächste ist also eine Achsverschränkung, dass man sieht, wie die Achsen sich bewegen, dass wir auch dann jetzt Räder in der Luft haben und trotzdem noch Vortrieb haben.
Das ist ja auch spektakulär hier, dass man auch das Auto dann von oben sieht, wie es über das Hindernis fährt. Sensationell. Ah ja, auch noch von hinten.
Jawohl.
Alles da. Und das ist jetzt das letzte Hindernis?
Das ist das letzte Hindernis. Wir fahren sozusagen über einen Berg. Situation ähnlich. Wir sehen gar nichts. Wir fahren einfach in den Himmel.
Es ist schon sehr ungewohnt hier.
Und orientieren uns an den Stangen, dass wir in der Mitte bleiben. Wir haben natürlich hier alle Kamerasysteme, die uns auch ein bisschen helfen, dass wir auf der Strecke bleiben.
Es ist aber schon gut, dass ihr da daneben sitzt bei der Driving Experience. Nicht, dass da...
Ja, das ist durchaus sinnvoll. Ja, und das war die Runde.
Spektakulär. Vielen Dank, Alex, dass du uns mitgenommen hast. Und ich habe jetzt richtig Bock. Ich versuche es jetzt gleich selber noch.
Ja, perfekt.
Ja, bis gleich. Driving Experience Teil 2. Selber fahren. Da ist der Korridor zum Starten. Ist alles natürlich perfekt vorbereitet hier, dass man sich nicht verfährt. So, und jetzt drücke ich einfach auf Gas, oder?
Jetzt Launch-Control-Start. Linker Fuß auf die Bremse.
Ja.
Rechter Fuß Vollgas.
Rechter Fuß einfach durchdrücken jetzt.
Genau, rechter durchdrücken und links weggehen. Und ab die Luzi.
Alter! Okay. Das war auf jeden Fall sehr spektakulär. Ich habe mir vorhin noch sagen lassen, von 0 auf 100 in 3,3 Sekunden. Driving Experience bei Audi auf jeden Fall 100%ig zu empfehlen. Einfach mal die elektrischen Modelle testen. Der e-tron GT macht unfassbar viel Spaß. Kommt auf jeden Fall vorbei. Junge, Junge. Geht ab. Macht Spaß. Guter Kaffee schmeckt nicht nur sensationell, sondern bringt auch Menschen zusammen. Und so ist es auch hier auf dem GreenTech Festival 2023. Wir sind hier am Stand von Nespresso und mit mir der General Manager Alessandro Piccinini. Vielen Dank, dass du mit uns heute hier den Nespresso-Stand vorstellst. Schön, dass du da bist.
Vielen Dank.
Warum seid ihr Teil des GreenTech Festivals?
Ja, ich denke, man muss wissen, dass Kaffee bedroht ist. Ja? Und wenn Kaffee bedroht ist, sind schon mal 100 Millionen Menschen in ihrer Existenzgrundlage bedroht. Und es ist bedroht vor allem wegen Klima, den ganzen Klimawandel und Armut. Ja? Wir von Nespresso sind führend in was wir getan haben in der Kaffeebranche. Und wir können aber diese Transformation, die notwendig ist im Bereich Kaffee, nicht alleine schaffen. Und deswegen sind wir hier. Wir sind hier mit Partnern. Am Stand werden sie auch überall präsentieren, weil wir arbeiten entlang der gesamten Lieferkette und Wertschöpfungskette zusammen mit den besten Partnern und versuchen, dadurch die Transformation voranzutreiben.
Wo ist der wichtigste Schritt bei der Kaffeeherstellung im Sinne von Nachhaltigkeit? Wo habt ihr am meisten Einfluss?
Ich glaube, wir haben Einfluss entlang der gesamten Wertschöpfungskette, aber Fakt ist, dass der größte Impact entsteht bei der Kaffeeproduktion und Ernte. Und da ist, wo wir fokussieren. Da ist, wo wir seit 20 Jahren mit 490 Agronomen zusammenarbeiten. Und wenn ich sage Agronomen, die haben alle Universitätsabschluss und die gehen mit den Motorrädern als Beispiel zu 140.000 Farmern und arbeiten wirklich zusammen Tag für Tag, um eben einen nachhaltigen Kaffee zu produzieren.
Du hast gesagt, ihr macht das schon über 20 Jahre. Wo würdest du die größten Erfolge verorten?
Ja, ich glaube, wir haben viele Erfolge, indem wir erstmal die Qualität stetig verbessert haben. Eine Verbesserung der Qualität geht zugunsten und zugute der Farmwirtschaft, weil wir dadurch in der Lage sind, einen höheren Preis den Farmern auch zu bezahlen. 95% des Kaffees zahlen wir über den Minimum Fairtrade-Preis. Und ich glaube, das ist ein guter Zirkel. Ja? Nichtsdestotrotz reicht das nicht aus, weil trotzdem der Klimawandel die Farm und den Boden bedroht. Heute weiß man, dass, wenn wir so weitermachen, 60% des Landes, wo heute Kaffee wächst, nicht mehr Kaffee wachsen wird. Und das muss absolut und dringend geändert werden. Und das kann Nespresso sicher nicht alleine. Deswegen arbeiten wir mit Partnern, deswegen rufen wir auch auf, alle mitzuhelfen, Kaffee nachhaltig zu machen.
Häufig wird Nachhaltigkeit und Preis auch kombiniert oder auch gegeneinander gespielt. Wie ist es bei euch? Findet da eine Abwägung statt oder sagt ihr 100% Nachhaltigkeit?
Natürlich findet eine Abwägung statt. Wir haben uns vor 2 Jahren B Corp zertifizieren lassen. Das heißt, schon im Unternehmenszweck stellen wir auf demselben Wert Profit, People and Planet. Ja? Und das ist auch eine Transformation des eigenen Unternehmens, um eben eine Gleichwertigkeit im Unternehmen zu schaffen. Das geht nicht von heute auf morgen, aber es gibt definitiv eine Beschleunigung, diese Gleichwertigkeit, die notwendig ist, zu erreichen im Unternehmen.
Lass uns nochmal über das Produkt sprechen. Kaffee. Was macht für dich guten Kaffee aus?
Guter Kaffee fängt von der Bohne an und von der Pflanze. Und das ist auch ein Grund, weshalb wir mit den Farmern immer gerne zusammenarbeiten, weil wir Qualitäten nachhaltig sicherstellen können. Aber es endet nicht da. Es endet auch beim Konsumenten und bei der Experience, wie gerade jetzt sehe ich, wo du einen guten Kaffee trinkst. Aber das Gute ist, die Qualität ist individuell. Ja? Und das Gute von Nespresso ist, wir haben viele Sorten, viele Varietäten, aber wenn Sie die richtige gefunden haben und sagen, das ist qualitativer Kaffee, dann können Sie sicher sein, dass beim nächsten Kaffee genau dieselbe Tasse rauskommt. Das kann nur ein portioniertes System wie Nespresso. Das können nicht, wenn Sie anfangen, mit Kaffee rumzuspielen, in Anführungsstrichen, was auch sehr charmant ist, aber Qualität, Standardqualität kann nur ein portioniertes System wie Nespresso.
Und was wollt ihr hier ermöglichen an der Nespresso-Bar, neben natürlich guten Kaffee?
Ja, erstens, wir wollen hier die Zukunft, an der Zukunft von Kaffee weiterarbeiten und sogar beschleunigen. Deswegen haben wir hier viele Partner, vom grünen Punkt zu der Open Supply Chain, zu DHL, zu Rainforest Alliance, die auch hier vor Ort sein werden. Ja. Wir nennen das hier als Coffee Collab, es ist eine Kollaboration und wir wollen hier eben die Zukunft des Kaffees weiter erarbeiten.
Alessandro, vielen Dank. Schön, dass ihr da seid beim GreenTech Festival 2023. Vielen Dank für deine Zeit.
Vielen Dank fürs Interesse für ein sehr wichtiges Thema. Danke.
Danke. to really start thinking greener and work to a more sustainable future, we have to see all aspects of the world. It's politics, it's corporates, but it's also individuals, which is super important. And sometimes it's hard to find out what are the first steps to really get in a more sustainable way, in a more sustainable living. And I'm with Mark Feige, representative DACH region of UN A World app. What's that about?
Well, thank you first of all, for the introduction. So basically, it's about our mission, which means that we will try to, let's say, convince the people to change their life and to make it more sustainable. That's what it's about, A-World. That's the core of our mission.
When did you start?
3 years ago, we started in Milan, so Milano. And now it's the first time that we're out, that we're getting visible for Germany, for the German market. And as you can see, we have already lots of activities running out there, and we try to expand the whole thing, for a better world.
I was talking about the different aspects, politics, corporates, but individuals. How crucial is the role of the individual itself?
I think they should meet halfway. Okay, both of them. Politics, of course, they're big wheels, but as an individual, you can also do a lot. Start with yourself. Be authentic at what you're doing. So I did that. I tried it. I tried the app. We've got an app which is the product itself. And that was a big contribution from my side. I really reduced my CO2 footprint. Within 3 months, and that was super convincing for me, and that's why I'm so passionate about A-World.
So you really changed in your behavior because of the app?
Yes, I did. And that's what it's about. So at the very beginning, you measure your footprint, on the app, you can download it. And when you measure it, you know where you are, where you're standing in life, in terms of emission. And then you get a daily to-do list, and you just check it like a checklist, and you reduce your CO2 footprint. But you know what, Clemens, it's so much more. It's also about, all the 17 SDGs, so there are all kinds of activities because we're connected with the United Nations, we're partnering with the United Nations. And so it covers all. I think that makes it really special.
There are a lot of apps out there. What's your USP?
I think it's pretty much the 17 SDGs we cover. And it's the connection to it's because they invented the SDGs. So we work together. This is really serious, what we're doing. And it's proved, by having the UN on board. And they are having us on board.
Okay, yeah.
It's more like this,
Yeah, that's helping us a lot, right?
Yeah, that helps a lot. And what we basically do is how do we get the people, so we talk with corporates, we're trying to win corporates, especially now in Germany. But it's also about institutions, it's authorities, And what we do is that we give them the app, we customize them for the companies, and then we develop to their goals. We develop campaigns, to address the employees, to really do a change, and really contribute for a better planet, by their habits, by their behavior. And that's what we do. And at the end of the day, and this is how this circle, how you close it, is that of course you can use as a company all the things you have done, all the activities for your report, so you can do good, do good things for the planet, but you can also do well, by getting a return on invest.
So the next steps for you as a company is really growing, getting more clients onboarded, right?
As many as possible. Yeah, as many as possible. As many activities as possible. And as you can see, we already have more than 11 million activity initiative by A-World. That's quite a lot. So we've got more than 500,000 participants. We've got 60 companies on board. And now we show A-World. So we started after 3 years. It was growing organically. And now we start really addressing more companies out there.
So the GreenTech Festival is the perfect platform for you, right?
I hope so. So it's the first time that we participate, but really, so cross your fingers for us that it's going to be successful. I think it's for a good cause.
Thank you, Mark. We wish you all the best for the GreenTech Festival 2023. Thank you.
Thank you for the interview. Okay. See you guys.
One of the most important topics at the GreenTech Festival are obviously the Green Awards, and I'm happy to be with one of the nominees because we can talk about the brightest ideas for a greener future. And with me is Jenny Frederiksdotter, Circular Business Manager of RenewCell. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Tell us more about RenewCell and how is the product Circulus, why is it so special?
Yes, what we do, we produce a new replacement product that can replace wood in textile fibers. So this is called Circulose, and it's made only from textile waste.
So textile waste obviously plays a huge role in terms of sustainability. How is the situation at the moment?
Well, the situation is quite crucial. Today, less than 1% of the textile waste in the world is going back into textiles again. So we have a huge challenge to tackle as an industry.
And this is one of the solutions. How is it working?
Yes, so we recycle the textile waste into this product. Our process is a combination of mechanical and chemical steps. So first we shred the textiles. Then it goes into the chemical process where we work with the viscosity and the reactivity of the textile. We remove the dyes and other impurities, and we also separate cellulose from polyester. So this is only cellulose inside, and that's what the fiber producers want.
And you started back in 2017. What did change since then, and what did you develop?
Well, the company has been in existence in 2012, but it was only in 2017 when we really made it a company. So the first employees were joining. I was one of the first to join, and we were very few, super small office. We had our demo plant just built, but not running. So, of course, compared to today, it's a huge difference. We are now about 130 people. We have a big scale operations running. We have done the IPO, so we are on the stock market in Stockholm or in Sweden. So it's a different company today.
And how is the feeling if you think back to 2017 and seeing the journey you did and having such a strong influence on what's happening on the textile market? How is that feeling for you?
It's a great feeling. Of course, when I joined, I couldn't believe that we would be where we are today. It's been a short period of time, but also it's passed very quickly. But I hope we can influence more innovations to come to scale.
More innovations to come to scale. Is this one of your plans for the future, or do you have something different in mind also?
No, we are continuing to scale up. We will scale up the existing facility in Sweden, but we also plan to add more facilities. So our communicated goal is 360,000 tons of this product by 2030.
Wow, that's really, really nice. And what role plays the Green Award? If you would win tonight, what we wish, how important is that for you as a company?
I don't know yet, but I hope it will be important. And especially being here in Berlin, the German market is huge. So we would need a bigger recognition from the German brands. So that would be important. And of course, the industry as a whole, and to inspire more innovations, because there's a lot of movements going on, but it takes courage to make it real.
What are the most important brands, companies to talk to here at the GreenTech Festival for you as a company?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No.
Okay, so you have to have a look afterwards.
Yes, we are in contact with some German brands, but definitely we want to meet more.
Okay, that's great. So we wish you all the best for the Green Awards tonight. Take care and all the best for the future.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back at the GreenTech Festival channel here at the GreenTech Festival 2023. Don't forget to follow the hashtag Together We Change. And now I'm at the booth of L'Oréal and very happy to welcome Benoit Maucroix, Corporate Environmental Director, L'Oréal Group.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
Really pleased to be with you today.
And Alessandro Medolago Albani, CEO of Gieco.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone.
Thank you very much for being with us. So L'Oréal is obviously about beauty products, but it's so much more. Benoit, let us step inside of the history of L'Oréal and what you're doing in terms of sustainability?
First, I think that we all understand that there is a really close relation between water and with beauty, because we use water inside our product as part of the product, but also because beauty takes place in our bathroom or in the hair salon. So there is really a strong relation between water and beauty, and give us a strong responsibility in the way we are managing it. So for L'Oréal, for a very long time, water is at the heart of our concerns regarding environment. And we start in the early 2020 in the early 2000s with surveys, management program in each plant. L'Oréal is 38 plants around the world when we are producing the 6.5 billion products we are selling in the world. And in each plant, each managing committee has the responsibility to draw its own roadmaps in the way to reduce the consumption of water they have. And with that, during the last years, based on 2005 until 2021, we have reduced by more than half the consumption of water we have per unit produced. So this is really a large story to give us confidence and enthusiasm for the future. And what the future is an additional 30% of reduction of the water withdrawal we have before 2030. So we have a lot of history with water, a strong relationship and a large history in the responsibility we have in the use of water.
And you are doing that not on your own, you have strong partnerships. That's why Pieco is also here at the booth.
Yeah, correct, because we are really interested to build strong partnership with some experts that we are not in the way we are treating or reusing water. And we develop a concept, which is the water loop concept. It's really simple. In fact, we are speaking about only using water for the domestic use of the people who are working in our facilities and to put in the product. So it means that any other use of water will be recycled or reused water. And to do that, we need technology and we need partners. And we find really good and right partners in the north of Italy, where we have a plant in Settimo, which develops something really interesting for us and certainly for others.
And it's called Water Saver, right? So what's the Water Saver about?
No, it's a water saver that we call the water loop, the water loop process, and that Pieco really invent and develop a technical solution to put in place.
What are these technical solutions about?
So basically, what I want really to say, we work all together in order to develop this technology. It's really partnership, because it's a part of Pieco in terms of technology, but also we receive a lot of trust from L'Oréal in order to develop. Today, this technology is patented. We export it everywhere in the world. We are present in French, German, Italy, Egypt, USA, so everywhere. Basically, is ultrafiltration technology, is capable to separate the impurity and concentrate the impurity in very small part. But the very good news, now still work in the system. We still recover water. In 1 year, we recover 40,000 cubic meters of water. And this is a fantastic result, because every year we recover water. And what we can do with this technology, we can take advantage and make the same approach in each factory. Clear, could be a little bit different, we need to adapt something, but the approach is the same. What we want, what Pieco want in cooperation with L'Oréal is save water. This is the message we need to perform.
How important is speed in that case? How important is it to scale up the solution very fast?
The first, up to date, we have 5 plants which are running this type of installation with this sort of collaboration and this really great collaboration we have with Pieco. 5 plants are fully running that solution up to date, and 17 other plants are now starting deploying it, and they are starting reusing. And for our industrial uses, I mean cleaning of installation, cooling control of installation, more than half of the use we have at group level is based on recycling and reuse of water. And really that's the good news, to put in loop the water which is not really necessary to use in the product or for domestic uses.
So all the best for that. And now you are standing at the GreenTech Festival 2023. What's so special about the GreenTech Festival for you guys?
Really, it's a good opportunity for us to meet other companies with the same sustainable plan, with the same ambition to solve or to try to reduce the impact in the environment. So a good opportunity for us to meet other companies, and also good companies, good opportunities to have some good speech, really inspiring speech that we have here. So good opportunity for us.
Alessandro, what do you expect for the next couple of days?
It's a fantastic experience. Why? Because we have the opportunity to really encourage the guys to have a very clear vision. We need to save water, we need to save energy, we need to change the approach. This is the reality message. Maybe today we cannot meet all the guys, but our responsibility is provide this message, and I think it's done.
Thank you very much. We need change. We all agree about that. Thank you very much for joining us.
And it's time to act.
It's time to act. Thank you very much, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ich gehe dann mal vor.
Jawohl.
Dann gehen wir mal nach oben.
I'm here at the IAV booth with the press spokesperson Ivo Banek. Thanks a lot for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So we are driving in a bus. It looks very old. It's still the GreenTech Festival shuttle. Why is that?
Yeah, it's an old-timer. It's almost 40 years old, and it's one of these super nice buses that are used for sightseeing today because everybody loves it. It's a double-decker. You can have the open air here and everything. It still has the old colors and everything, but it has a new engine. We've changed the diesel engine into an electric engine. And so now it's, as you can hear, you hear nothing. It's silent. It has no local emissions. It's not like shaking us through like the old ones did. So it's an example that you can modernize something old and make it green and sustainable without changing everything. So this is an ambassador for us at IAV. We love this bus.
Yeah, I guess you do. The bus is not the only project you're doing, right? You are really looking into mobility and how to change the mobility in the future. What are the other projects you're working on?
Yeah, mobility is our expertise. We are a spin-off of the Technical University in Berlin for 40 years now. And we are working on like everything with electric engines and so on. But now one of our priorities is autonomous driving. So cars without drivers. And we had one shuttle in Hamburg, in the modern harbor city, showcasing how this works in a complex surrounding with traffic and everything. And it worked very well. And the city of Hamburg wants now to build a fleet of those shuttles. And why is this good and sustainable? Because it can replace private cars. And it's estimated if you have a smart system of those shuttles that connect remote areas in the cities and also in rural areas, then maybe half of the people in a city will not need a private car anymore. So every second private car can be spared through those shuttles. And this is why we work with autonomous driving. And we have some projects also in Saxony, so not only in cities, working on this. And we see a big future.
So technology is really a key element of the change we are all talking about.
I think technology is an enabler. So we don't do technology for its own sake. It has to make the world better and it has to make life for people better. And for instance, we have one system that we have developed now for blind people or visually impaired people that can, in a complex surrounding like in a railway station or an airport, not find where to go because it's too many signals and signs and noise and so on. And we are developing an app that is reading the signs and directing the person then with an audio guide to the right platform or wherever you want to go. We call it Wonder Vision. And that is something that we developed because of our knowledge that we have with AI and with video recognition in car development. But then colleagues said, but why don't we use it for this? So there's a lot of good potential to use technology to make life of people better. And that's what fascinates us.
But not only in terms of mobility, it's also about agriculture. It's about energy saving. There are different projects in these type of let's say, industries as well?
Yeah, agriculture has similar challenges like the transport. Like they want to go electric, they want to use autonomous machines for their vast fields and so on. And we are, for instance, developing a harvesting robot that is picking strawberries. And that can help a lot because agriculture has a lot of those hard work jobs that nobody wants to do. It's not attractive. You get not paid very well and it's not healthy and so on. So if we can take away some of those jobs like harvesting strawberries and make machines doing it, it will be also a contribution to that strawberries can still be done in Germany and have not to be imported from other countries where you can get cheap labor, which is also not sustainable. So this is one example from agriculture where we have great fun working with the harvesting robot. And energy, we have a big lap over, if you want, with charging electric cars. So we have charging solutions because today it's so complicated. You don't know where to find a free spot to charge your car. Can you pay with your card or whatever? So we want to integrate those things and steer it in a better way. And also we are going into direct energy production where we can optimize wind turbines when we use AI, artificial intelligence, to predict the direction of the wind. So a few seconds before the wind direction changes, we can adjust the direction of the wind turbine and get more energy out of it.
So many different topics, and you're all presenting them here at the GreenTech Festival. What's your expectation for the GreenTech Festival 2023?
Well, we are engineers, we are very curious people. So walking around and see what the other guys are doing is just amazing. Yeah. It's fantastic to see all the good initiatives they have. And of course, we also hope that we meet some potential customers or partners for our work in the future, because we strongly believe in the motto of the festival, together we change.
Ivo, it was a pleasure talking to you. All the best for the GreenTech Festival. Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot.
This was day one of the GreenTech Festival 2023. Thanks a lot for watching the channel. And of course, we're going to be here tomorrow again. And please don't forget to follow the hashtag #TogetherWeChange to see more insights of the GreenTech Festival 2023.